Welcome back to Gensokyo Explosion Big Waterfall. We are on the 5th floor of the final dungeon. The final floor of the final dungeon, if you will. Which means we are rounding up on the end of the game. Hi. Just two of you? I almost want to try to single target you down. But I still think it would be... 21. I don't know how many... I'd get hit regardless. I think it would probably use a little more SP, and I would get hit. No, it would use a little less SP, but I would get hit. Just nuke them down, tried and true. Oh, hi! How are you doing today? We are probably going to get into a fight with an SEO in here. This whole floor is a lot of dancing around SEOs. Okay, so we've got 4 rooms of this. These are just yellow SEOs, so I don't imagine they would put the insta-death attacks in these. This does not look like an SEO room. It is not. I wonder if I can get away with using the... using Cyrano's 3 instead of a 4. Is there an SEO in the next room? Doesn't look like it. Okay, there's not. But there are probably... No, actually, I don't think there is in this room. Do not believe there is here either, but there will be going forward. Not sure where it is. I know it's in the next room. Let's just find out. Can I use your 3? Oh yeah, I can for sure use your 3. I saw it. Dang it! I couldn't see where it went. I knew I saw it, but it looked like it went further away. It must have been that one. Alright, is there anything fancy in here? Oh, wrong way. There is actually something fancy in here. There is a fake wall right here. With an item that is not muscle milk. What is that? Schrodinger's cat. We found Schrodinger's cat. Everybody, it's fine. Okay, so if I lower the power of anything, I feel like it's going to be Suako's move. Okay, yeah, so there shouldn't be anything up here, just a couple more little rooms to go through as we make our way through this corner of the castle. not as big a puzzle, I guess, getting through this floor. Yeah, let's see if I can get away with this. Yeah, we can. Yep, I see you there. Okay, only one. So we've got to do something similar. I can do it, but it's sketchy. Okay, we're better. Not sure who's lowest on SP. I mean, obviously New A is, but I don't know which one of us, like, goes through it proportionally fastest. I haven't been getting as many of these. No, that'll get me into a fight. I guess it would make more sense just to look at what our maximum SP is. No, there should only be 4 rooms, so this room should be safe, yeah. Ooh. We have options! Man, we haven't had options in a while. Okay. I'm still just gonna go with the normal. Because I feel like even if I amped up everybody else's damage, it's not gonna make up for a missed attack. Alright, so I mentioned a ladder before. This is it. Or the ladder we saw from the previous floor. And that's it. Takes us over there, which takes us up here. Where there's a switch that opens up this, so we now have a passage back to the 3rd floor. I don't know how helpful this is. Because I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. I feel like if this ladder took us up to the 2nd floor, then we would at least have a secondary way. Like, if there was another ladder, like, here, that took us up one more floor, that could take us back to the hot springs, then that would give us access to the hot springs across several floors. I feel like that could actually be useful. But as it is, like, I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. Why would I want to come back here? And, like, why would I want to come here on this floor? Okay, so same deal as before. Is that guy just moving quick, or is it me? No, I think it's just a tiny room. Please just don't get into a fight. Okay, we did it. So we have here a locked door. An empty room in the future. How do you know? Because I can't make any more sense of that. Because it seems better to go home and challenge this in our best condition. Yeah, I would like to do the same. That's right, let's do that. There's a wall that breaks in the south direction, so if you break through it, you can go home. Kind of surprised they just told us that outright. But yeah, there's a door there. Don't go in it. And you go down this way. This breaks. And with that, we now have clean passage back home. This locked door, you may recall I had 2 keys. The second key I got for collecting all 9 gold coins. So if you didn't have all 9, if you didn't get all 9 gold coins, if you missed one of them, like say that one I have no idea how you would figure out is on the other side of, behind a broken wall on the other side of that pit, back in the conveyor dungeon. You don't have access to this hot spring, which means you don't have a hot spring before the final boss. We do, thankfully, but I think I'm going to take their suggestion and head back to town. I'm gonna head back to town. I don't think we need a lot in the way of topping our items off, but it just makes me feel better to clean ourselves up and be done. Also, I think if we give the shopkeeper that last item that we picked up somewhere along the line, I think it was Schrodinger's cat, then I think we may get something new in the shop. We return! So what do I have that I can get rid of? We have 2 of these I can get rid of, 4 of the full SPs just to get us back down to 10. We have a POW 1, I can probably just get rid of that. We have 6 POW 4s though, and I'm going to be using them. That is a res, full HP heals. I'm going to sell 9 of to get us back down to 10. And last but not least, Schrodinger's cat. What does this description say anyway? A model that embodies an experimental device in quantum mechanics. I don't know what it's used for. I feel like the clerk wanted it. It's just Schrodinger's cat. Oh, you do say something else. I put an illustration in the Suapod as a thank you. Thank you for visiting my shop. Okay, that's it. So, there are not only the images from the hot springs, which I've explained, but there are also a few other ones that unlock. There are, I think, 4 additional ones that unlock. There's one for completing the game. There's one for completing post-game, which isn't very long. There's one for, it's not a dungeon or anything. There's one for getting everything getting all of the shopkeeper's items. And then there's lastly one for collecting every other image. So looking through here, is there anything new we can buy? Is this the full HP heal? One person's HP is fully restored. I have no reason to keep HP 300s on me. If I can buy these. I'm just gonna buy 5, though. So we just have that. Okay, so we have that. HP 300, full HP. 75, 200. I think that's a res. That's our PAL 1. SP 150. That's a full SP, I think. Yes, that's a full SP, which means I do not need to carry around SP 150s. I'm just gonna buy 5, so we have that. So, if I could buy full reses, I'd probably also buy 15 total of them and sell these, but we cannot. I will keep the AoE, which that's our strongest AoE. HP SP 500, that's just a nice top somebody off. Okay, there's that. There's all of these, which are all like HP. There's our HP SP 500s. These are all the weird ones. These do other weird things. It's like our D, 1d6 and 2d6. Let's see here. Our fish are all the same. Any new equipment? No, no new equipment. Aha! But we do have new lollipops. So the lollipops raise a stat by what? A lot is what? Because just looking at Nue's, this has to be a better version of what Nue already has equipped. And it's raising it an additional, 30 points? So what I'm gonna buy is a defense. This one. I'm also going to buy a speed. Oh, which is actually this one, yes. And I'm going to buy 2 charismas. So I'm gonna have to wait until tomorrow. In order to go back to the store and buy the other. So I'm mostly going with just the better versions of what I already had them equipped with. Except... so Cyrano had the defense one equipped. Because Cyrano is actually fine on attack. She's got pretty much the highest attack and charisma in the game. Those are your 2 attack stats. Her defense is lacking, though, so I got her defense. Suwako is kind of the polar opposite. Suwako's defenses are solid, but her offense is lacking, so I got her a charisma. Nue and Yomu are a little more complicated. So Yomu is, as it turns out, real slow. She has pretty low int and pretty low speed. we still haven't figured out what int is. We have theories, but I don't really have any... I'm not confident yet on what int is. But I do know that I do not want her speed any lower than it already is. Because if it is, she's not going to outspeed the enemies. So I could just leave her with her existing one, but, like, why not make it better? I'm not using that money for anything. And that brings us to Nue, who... Nue has... Nue's pretty okay at most things. She's kind of like second lowest at everything, though. Either second lowest or second fastest at everything, or second best at everything. So it's hard to go, oh, but she's really bad at this. Like, she's not really bad at anything. She does have kind of low int, which is why I got her an int item previously. But again, we don't actually even know what that does. And her int is better than Yomu's. So I figured if her int is already better than Yomu's, and Yomu's been fine, then I'm gonna boost up her attack. Why not? She doesn't especially need the defense, so do more damage. So with that said, we are prepped. We have everything we need. Until next time, everyone, we're going to go back in and fight the final boss.